The IPL 2024 auctions was held on December 19th at Dubai. We know the big bucks went to Mitchell Starc and Pat Cummins, but we're here to see how Royal Challengers Bangalore did at the auctions. Did they get what they want? Did they tick all the right boxes? Not quite. Here are key three takeaways. The first being, did RCB actually get what they want at the auction? Now, having released Harshal Patel, Hasaranga, and Hazelwood, RCB desperately needed a world-class fast bowler and a world-class spinner. Now, ideally, they would have liked to have signed either Pat Cummins or Mitchell Starc, but that didn't happen. Who did they actually end up with? Alzarri Joseph, Yash Dayal, and Lockie Ferguson. Now, the most important signing among these three fast bowlers is obviously Alzarri Joseph. He was signed for 11.5 crores. He is an old school West Indian fast bowler. He likes to hit the deck, bowl fast, keep it on good length, and maybe on occasion he likes to bowl the wide Yorker. But is this what RCB really needs, especially at the Chinnaswamy Stadium where batting is so easy? Now, what bowlers need at the Chinnaswamy Stadium is good pace variations, a good sharp bouncer, and the ability to bowl Yorkers. Alzarri Joseph, unfortunately, does not really possess all of these traits. Like we said earlier, he doesn't have too many slower ball variations. He likes to keep it quick and he likes to keep it on good length. Now, we know what happens to all fast bowlers who like to do these sort of basic things at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. They get hit right out of the park. Now, you may ask, why was RCB unable to sign either Mitchell Starc or Pat Cummins? That's because RCB had already made a trade deal for Cameron Green for 17.5 crore. Now, having spent 17.5 crore already for Cam Green, RCB simply did not have enough purse to make the high bids for either Starc or Cummins. Now, is 17.5 crore a fair price for Cameron Green? I don't think so. Why? Cameron Green is supposed to be an all-rounder, but we have seen that he's not quite ready to bowl his full quota yet. He played 3 matches in the ODI World Cup and bowled only 2 overs, and in recent months he's not been bowling regularly. So RCB now will have to use Cameron Green as a specialist middle order batter. 17.5 crore is a lot of money to play for a specialist batter. Now, here's the second major takeaway. RCB is likely playing 11 in IPL 2024. RCB, of course, the biggest strength is their top order batting. They have Virat Kohli and Faf du Plessis opening the batting. They're a proven combination. They're going to do very well. There's absolutely no doubt about that. Next, we have Rajat Patidar. He did not play in IPL 2023 because of an injury, but he's another classy player. I'm sure he's in for some good runs in this season. Next, we have the most amazing match winner that you possibly see in the IPL or in international cricket. It's none other than Australian Glenn Maxwell. The next point is where RCB possibly falls short. If Maxwell is a world-class finisher, he must have somebody who can support him during the death. And I'm not sure that RCB has quite filled this gap. You do have someone like Cameron Green or Dinesh Karthik who could play the role of a finisher alongside Maxwell, but they are not quite proven commodities in this role. Let me tell you why. Dinesh Karthik, class batsman, but he had a very, very poor campaign for RCB in IPL 2023, barely got a run. Cameron Green, yes, he's a big hitting batsman, but he's not quite used as a finisher for Australia's in T20. Now, here's the third takeaway: an overrated core team. If you speak to anybody in the RCB management, they keep saying that they're very, very impressed with the RCB core team. The core team is the real strength, and nothing is possible without the core team. But really, should we pay so much attention to a core team that has never even won an IPL trophy? Now, if CSK or Mumbai Indians say that they're going to retain their core team no matter what, that is totally justified because that is a winning core team. That group of players know how to win titles. But when RCB says that they believe in their core team, it cannot really be taken seriously. Now, to enhance the discussion, I am joined by my batting partner, N. Sudarshan. Sudarshan, welcome. So, how do you think RCB will fare in IPL 2024?
The squad looks a bit thinly spread out, as you have already discussed, they seem to be lacking in spinners. Batting strength, according to me, is a bit weak. I think they're just one injury or one person falling into bad form away from a wretched season, because last time they were so heavily dependent on one person's non-availability, which was Rajat Patidars. I don't think they have strengthened their batting in terms of getting good Indian batting talent. So they have a settled top six or top seven that you can name on paper, but one injury or one person goes out of form, they are in trouble.
Yeah, another thing is that RCB, even before the auction, they made some pretty open statement saying that they're looking for a homegrown spinner because obviously they've released Hasaranga. They desperately need a good world class spinner. But they have ended up with Swapnil Singh. Now, no disrespect to Swapnil Singh, proven performer for Baroda. He's played the IPL before. But there is no way you can replace somebody like Hasaranga with Swapnil Singh, right?
Yeah, which is surprising because considering that, like you mentioned, that was one of their go-to areas. They said it out in the open that they would be going for a spinner, but they didn't. And surprisingly, they didn't even go for Hasaranga. He was released, and a big kitty was actually made available, and Hasaranga went for 1.5 crores in the auction. So they didn't even go for him.
Yeah.
But they seem to be heavily dependent or heavily stocked up on the fast bowling front. They have a lot of good fast bowlers. Now they can't obviously get all of them into the team. So, like you said, there seems to be a big imbalance there.
No, let's just stick to that point that you just made. Only 4 foreigners are allowed to play in the 11. Now, who do you think those 4 foreigners will be for RCB?
Two are undroppable, the captain Faf
Yeah.
and Glenn Maxwell. That leaves you with Cameron Green, Topley, Alzari Joseph, and have they got Lockie Ferguson?
They have Lucky.
Yeah.
And
Now,
Tom Curran is on.
Tom Curran.
Yeah.
So Topley, in one match he played last year, was really good before he got injured.
Yeah.
He was unfortunate at the World Cup also. He's a good T20 bowler,
Yeah.
as we are seeing in the current England West Indies series.
But injury prone.
Injury prone.
Yeah.
But if he is fit, I feel he should be playing.
Okay.
And that means that one of only Alzari Joseph and Cameron Green can play.
Yeah.
Now, if Cameron Green doesn't play, that leaves your batting a bit short.
No, because, yeah, you're right. Because we don't know if Cameron Green is fit enough to bowl all 4 overs. So, as things stand now, if he plays, he's playing as a specialist batter. So, like you said, if they drop him, then the batting, which is already weak, looks even weaker.
Yeah. And then Alzari Joseph, who was brought in with a clear mandate to have somebody bowl at the depth, you might not fit him into the 11. So there is, on paper, you can actually justify and say they may have a good team, but it can all come together. Like Swapnil Singh can be your breakout star, it can happen, but there is also that much, an equal threat that it might all go bust.
So, typical RCB hinging on hope rather than reality.
Yeah, and you can also look at it this way that you never know what you're going to get.
Oh, age-old T20 cliches. Okay, the last thing, Sudarshan. Now we know Kohli is the face of the franchise. You closely associate RCB with Kohli and Kohli with RCB. He opens the batting for RCB. Does not do that for India, but he does that for RCB. Do you think he is a good T20 opener? And the reason why I'm asking you this is because you want somebody to hit the big shots in the power play. Kohli is more of an accumulator. So, do you think that he is an ideal candidate to open the batting for RCB?
I think he can open the batting if he has somebody like SSV Jaiswal at the other end
Yeah.
who goes out from ball one. Now, the problem with RCB is Faf can hit belligerent shots, but that happens only after a few overs into the game. So
Yeah.
he doesn't go berserk from ball one.
Yeah.
So when you look at a combination, maybe they are not the right combination.
Yeah.
And it will also be interesting because this IPL leads into the World Cup.
Yeah.
Now, what does the Indian team want from Kohli? Whether the seniors are going to be there, whether the Indian team will tell Kohli to change his approach because he might be in competition with other belligerent hitters in the Indian team. So that will be very interesting to see. And unless one of Faf and Kohli or Kohli change their approach, I still see the same middling 50 overs from 50 runs from 6 overs without a loss of a wicket.
Yeah.
What is not considered good by modern day T20 standards, we'll get to see more of that if it remains like it was last year.
Okay, Sudarshan, time for predictions. Where do you think RCB will finish in IPL 2024?
I'll go with fifth.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. I think it will take a miracle for them to even enter the playoffs.
Yeah, considering how strong the other teams are. Like
Yes.
I said, yes.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. And well, RCB, E Sala,
For more such discussions and analysis,
keep following the Hindu.